So, hi everyone, and welcome back to the Sensational Lifestyle by Heidi. So, for today, we will be talking about how can I afford to buy a perfume. So, without further ado, let's just move on. So, hi everyone. People ask me how to afford, how can I afford to buy a perfume. So, I will give you some couple of tips that I know that might can help you to buy a perfume that you would like in regards to your budget. So, the first one that the tips that I can give you, the first is the Afterpay. Afterpay is offering type of installment payment with the products that you wanted to purchase with a different online shop that you would like to have it. Like for example, you buy it in the Feeling Sexy, Myers, David Jones, Chemist Warehouse, and the Afterpay will do is like they will ask you to sign up for their online, and when you sign up they will ask you a specific identifications that might help them to identify who you are, if you're authentic or not, and then when you have a check up background if you can afford to pay it or something. And also they will giving you these options like, and they were giving you the exact amount, that the money that you will get it from them. In the beginning they will giving you a small amount, the specific amount that you can spend it with every shop that you wanted to pay. As long as you will be with them longer, the longer that you stay with the Afterpay, the amount that you're paying for them, and they were basing on that. For example, you have 10 different types of order, and the more you have your order, your balance accounts become bigger. And they do offers just like every fortnight they were ask you to pay for the product that you buy. For example, I buy right now, and what I did is just like they were separate that in for fortnightly, different fortnightly, and every 2 weeks you have to pay for it with a specific day that you buy. For example, Monday, I ordered every fortnight of Monday, they will get it that money to your account, which is they took it from the account that you filled out the form with your when you sign up. Like you have to put it there, your bank card and the informations about it, and then automatically they debit to you. Once you didn't pay it or once you miss it that fortnight, they were giving you a specific interest, like a $10 box interest. But if you know that you're paying with that specific day, why don't you save some money for that day that you will pay for it? For the second one that I will tell you is the Laybuy. I do sign up for Laybuy also, ladies and gentlemen, and I do compare the two difference that I will tackle to you in the following or in the last discussions of this video, which is like the Laybuy. They will ask you to sign up also at the same times to their online apps. And then once you sign up, they were giving you a specific amount. They were asking you an identifications also, and then when identifications, they will offer you this amount. They offer me for started of 300 exactly amount of money, and that's the money that you can spend wherever shop you wanted to buy, as long as it's under their brand or it's connected to Laybuy. So this is the money that you can spend it with a specific brand. Also, the difference between Afterpay and Laybuy. Afterpay, they were offer you and they were ask you to pay after a couple of weeks. Laybuy, you have to pay every week, which is the difference. The Laybuy, for example, you buy this product right now, you buy a 200 price of product today, and what they do is just like once you order that brand or once you order the product, you have to pay a first week of that 6 weeks accumulations week, which is you're supposed to pay it for every week for 6 weeks. But this first week you have to pay it right now, compared to Afterpay that you have it to wait for another 2 weeks before they got the money from your account. But in Laybuy, you have to pay the first week right now, and because they divide it into 6 weeks, you have to pay the first week, and the 5 consecutive weeks you have to pay for the next couple of weeks. So that's the way it is. That's how the Laybuy works. And then if you didn't pay for it, they're gonna ask for another interest, and you miss things, they will get it for your or deducted for your next couple of weeks money. Like for example, you missed this week, they're gonna get it the next week, but they have additional $10 for the next week. So you're gonna pay, for example, $10 supposed to be this week, and then next week is $20. It's gonna be $30 because you missed this week, and they were adding an interest. That's how is it work. Not like an Afterpay, they're gonna ask you for this week and they're not gonna add it you for the next week, but they're gonna get you this week the $10 that you missed, and then they were adding the fortnightly to the other week or the next couple of weeks. That's how it works. The third one that I tell you is the Zippay, which I tried but I back up because it's kind of tricky. It's a little bit complicated for me because I make it sure that I do budget everything. So if it's just like that, it's just, yeah, it's like they ask you for a smaller amount, but if I have my salary, I'm much prepared that I do already have that money that assigned for the debt that I owe. So for the Zippay, what they do, they will ask you to sign up for their accounts, and then you giving your informations. But first they were asking you if they can just check your background, like they ask you specific types of ID. Generally all of them are asking you for driver's license. So because the driver's license is generally connected to everything right now, they will see your background, how, if you own something, if you had debt with this specific place or bank or something like that. So if they see that you have a back account check and they see that you're still owing something, they will refuse you. But if they see that you can afford or you have a good check background, like your account or your money, or you didn't owe something, they will approve you. The difference between Zippay and Laybuy and Afterpay, there are two options with Zippay, which is under 1,000 and the over 1,000. That they say the under 1,000 is for your fashions, clothes, branding, whatever that's under 1,000 budget. But when it comes to over 1,000 budget, they are the one who has giving an options like 3 to 6 months you have to pay for it. There's the difference. Okay, let's just start it with under 1,000. Under 1,000, they're ask you to zero interest, specific of 6 months, I think 3 to 6 months payment, and then $6 the contributions fee, or what they say is the account fee, or every 6 months you have to pay every $6 every month, which is, I cannot find it make sense like that, but it's just the way it is, right? It's just like that's how their policy works. But yes, that's how they work, and they ask you for every $6 every 6 months, and they will just say that they waive it if you don't have balance for the specific monthly they give you. For example, they ask you to pay this specific amount for 3 months or weekly, and then if you didn't pay it, or if you paid it all, they will not gonna ask you for $6. They will waive it to the next, or they will just say, in short, they're not gonna ask you to pay for it. But if they see that you have a balance for that 3 months that they ask you to pay for it, they ask you for $6 fee. That's how is it work for the Zippay. A little bit complicated for me. I much prefer that I'm not owing money for 12 months, because that's how long they were asking. This is good for the people who has a little budget, or who has a specific budget, or they wanted to pay longest, like 12 months, because they offer the 12 months. I think they have 24. I'm not pretty sure about that, but that's the longest that I've searched, the 12 months, which is good if you have smaller amount of money that you wanted to budget, and you wanted to buy a furniture, you want to buy a televisions. This is good, Zippay, because they have offered this over 1,000 budget, so it means they can offer until 2,000 to 3,000. Depends on your status, depends on your work. That's what I know, because I haven't tried it. So this is the only things that I know. And the last thing that I do, the fourth tips that I can tell you is, why don't you try to save? What I do is just like every fortnight, because I have a full-time job, every fortnight, every time I have my salary, I always put all the money where is it belong. Like I save where this money, I know what I'm gonna pay, I schedule everything, and then I have a little bit savings for what I wanted to buy for my family, for myself, and that things. Every week I have savings, for example, $20. Every $20 I have it there. And if I saw some perfume that I wanted to buy, I will tell to my husband that I buy it, or sometimes I do buy without his knowledge. But I have it with me because I'm the one who saved for that money, and I never ask for anything, especially if I wanted something for myself. I make sure that I save that money for my own pocket, because he has his own responsibility when it comes to other things, especially when it comes to the family, and so do I. So we do share responsibilities when it comes to our families. So I make it sure that all of the money that I got it from my salary, it has there's different types of allocations before I got it. So that's what I do. So that's, I hope that it will help you, ladies and gentlemen, to afford what type of perfume you want. I know there's a different type of online perfume that's selling, and they accept different types of, forgive me about my little one who's running around behind me, but yeah, they have a different types of online shop that approve as Afterpay, Zippay, Laybuy, that you can have it, and depends on your budget and how much you will spend. But making sure that you don't spend too much, because sometimes when we know what we're capable to buy this brand, or we're capable to buy product, we buy our own things. But yes, you see how cheeky he is? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's how is it. So I hope you will love these types of discussions, and I hope it will help you little to budget of what, how can you afford the perfume, how can you afford to buy the perfume that you want, that it might help you. And I hope you have a very nice, wonderful day. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to comment, share, and like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and click the button bells over there, so you will be updated to every Saturday uploaded of my video. And guys, have a very wonderful night, day, and throughout the world. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and bye for now, and see you soon.